right, good morning everybody. We're going to start with our right foot rocket toe and heel. Good, switch it to the other foot, lift and lift. Now we're going to lift it right, left, left. Good, 4, 3, heels up, right, then left, right, and left. Let's tap the heels to the front. Just a nice good bicep curl today. So today we've got 3 circuits. We're gonna do 40 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 3 rounds, and we've got 3 exercises in each round. Tap it over to the side. So reach and reach. So we're gonna do a lower body. We're gonna do another big muscle group or core, and then we'll do a smaller muscle group after that. 4, 3, tap the toes to the back, tricep press it back. So a little bit of a hinge forwards. We're gonna squeeze our glutes, reach the hands back. Good, 4, 3, 2, let's tap it out to the side, reach it up and overhead. And it can be a little bit to the front, but if you can do just a teeny tiny side bend, we're gonna start to stretch out our core. 4, 3, slow deadlift. So in the center, hinge it forwards, then stand up nice and tall. So hinge, 2, up, 2. Good way to practice is reach the hands back or take your hands to the front of your pelvis. And we just think little rotate, lift it back up again. So imagine you're doing a stretch on your glutes and your hamstrings. Hinge, 2. Last one, we're going to take it all the way forward, hold it in place, extend the arms, open and close your book. You can have your arms open, arms across the chest, or hands behind your ears. We want to think about opening the shoulder back behind us. Keep going. We've got 4, 3, 2, bring it all the way up. Slow squat. Sit your hips to your heels. Stand up nice and tall. So sit, 2, up, 2. So really focus on keeping your upper body nice and steady where it is and let the legs do all of the work. Good, down, lift, down. We're gonna go a little bit faster right here, down and up. And it can be a little shallower. We're just adding in a little bit of power here. 4, 3, 2, take the arms all the way up, reach it up, pull it down, back to the ceiling. So we're going W, V, W, V. So shoulder blades down and back in your back pocket. 2, bring it in, arm circle, up and back, bring it back around, switching sides. So up and back, bring it back around. Good, keep going. I've just got one of those hairs that's gonna drive me absolutely insane. Good, 4 more. So up and around, bring it back, up and back. 2 more. Last one. Good, forward step and reach. So forward step, pull it back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can keep the arms low if you need to, still reach and pull, but if you can take them up, 2, side lunge, step it out, hold it in place. Just nice, good side to side. If you'd like to add a little torso rotation, reach and reach. 4, 3, hold it in the center, cat-cow, inhale, exhale. So starting to wake up, a little bit of the low back in the pelvis, in and out. Last one. Roll it all the way up, plank walk out. So give yourself a little room. Walk it out to that plank. Use the chair to modify if that's what you're feeling today. So hinge it forwards. I'm trying to keep straight knees and straight legs. I'm trying to get a little bit more of a hamstring stretch, working on some flexibility, but I'm also trying to keep my spine pretty neutral. So I'm trying not to do a lot of rounding at my low back, but you do what you need to do. You may need to do a little bit more of a squat. Good, last one for me. Walk it all the way back up into the center. Give yourself some space. We're going to do our heel stomps. So lift. So I am trying to incorporate this because I want everybody to get that little bit of impact in their day. Good. 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders, up, back, and down. Grab a drink of water. We're going to go ahead, turn on a fan if you've got one. Between me and the cat, there's just hair like everywhere. It's shedding season for everybody, I think. So me, the cats, you name it. My husband cut his hair. He doesn't look like a mountain man anymore, and I'm sure there's going to be people at work like, who are you? It happens every year. It's like, I've worked here for 3 years. All right, 40 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 3 exercises, 3 rounds. We're gonna do a side squat. So we're gonna step out, and then I want you to really think about tapping in or pulling in with the inner thigh. Second exercise is alternating rows. Third exercise is front, side, down, side, front, and down. So we're gonna get ready with our squat. So decide if you want a dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, no dumbbells, completely up to you. 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So I'm just gonna bring it up, I'm gonna step it out, and then I'm gonna stand tall, little tap in. Step it out, and tap it in. So we're getting a regular squat, but then our standing leg, the one that doesn't move, we're getting a little bit of extra when we come up because we're getting a little single leg. So nice, good side step, tap it in. We're standing nice and tall on that leg. For me, it's my right. For most of you, it's gonna be your left. So even weight, and then that left leg gets a little extra. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Reciprocating rows. Reciprocating rows, it just means that we're always gonna, it's gonna be like a piston. One is going up, one is going down. So time's on. One goes up, one goes down. You do not have to rotate your body. If you want, you can, but we still want to make sure that we're not just rotating our torso, we're driving that elbow back. So rotate and rotate, or just hold it steady. Always have one going forwards and then one coming back, just like pistons, or like if you're using 2 saws, you and your buddy are sawing, you're going opposite directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, front side, side front. I'm going to go a little bit light, or what I consider light. Here we go. So front, side, down, side, front, and down. So you can do like I am here, thumbs pointing up, and they stay pointing up the whole time. A little bit more of a shoulder opener. Stretch the taffy. Give somebody a hug. Now you can do palms facing down this way. That's okay too. Just depends on your shoulders, depends on the person. Less than 10 seconds, and we're gonna go back for squats. Left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to our side stepping squat. So grab a dumbbell if you're going to use it, or 2 dumbbells. 2 and 1. So stepping it out, and then just a little tap in. Squat it out, tap it in. So now your other leg is getting a little bit of single leg work, again, because we're pushing up, but this leg right here that's staying on the floor has to push you up to bring you nice and tall and hold your balance. So it's just a good squat, good tap. Good squat, stand tall, push the floor away, nice tap. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, reciprocating rows. So you remember, you don't have to do the rotation. Shoulders down, ribs tucked, hinge it forward. One arm up, and switch. So it kind of looks like I'm rotating my torso on this part, but I'm not. Here I am. That's optional. You can focus on core stability if you don't rotate. So it kind of just depends what you're going for today. But we're still doing rows. We're still pulling with the shoulder blades. We're still squeezing in the back. So we don't want to turn it into, this is biceps. And see if you can kind of spot the difference. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Front side, side front. Here's 2 and 1. So front, side, lower, side, together, and lower. So lift, spread, and down. Lift, bring them together, and down. Pick your position for your hands. Shoulders relaxed, away from the ears. Just lifting those arms. I went with lighter. I can sometimes do 8s. Today I'm doing 5s. I don't have a good weight in between those two weights right now. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. One more set. We're going to do alternating side stepping. Alternating side stepping. 2 and 1. So we're going to step it right, bring it in, left, and bring it in. So just squat, stand tall, squat, stand tall. So the foot that's not stepping, you can put a little extra push to bring yourself up. So we're over halfway here. Squat, push up. So think nice good power on the standing leg. The other leg, can you glide your foot in? Glide it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reciprocating rows. Reciprocating rows. So piston or sawing motion. 3, 2, 1. Shoulders down, ribs tucked, hinge it forward. Drive, drive. So if you watch, can you kind of see the difference between making it bicep and the difference in making it back? So lead with your shoulder blade. The elbow and the hand will follow. So it's follow the leader. Shoulder blade starts. They're doing most of the work, cutting the path. And then your elbow and your wrist and hands and dumbbells will follow along. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. We're going to go for our front side raises. So find your hand position. Good. Time's on. Up, open, down, up, together, and down. So lift, stretch, lower, lift, relax, lower. Again, you can take those arms up, palms facing down. See how they feel. And I always start to feel this in my trapezius muscles right at the base of my neck. I'm trying to keep those relaxed and trying to lift with just the cap of my shoulder. 4, 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells down. Shake it out, walk around. Little shoulder roll if you need it. All right, we're gonna do lunges. This one is a little bit different. So we're gonna take it lunge, and then we're only gonna come like halfway up and a little tap back. So we're gonna try to focus on the bottom portion of our lunge. And it's okay if the bottom portion of your lunge is here. So it's a tap back, tap middle. Second exercise, hold your lunge or stand tall, chops. Third exercise, bicep curls. Keeping it kind of simple today. So decide if you want to use a dumbbell. We're going to do kind of full to half. So we're kind of staying in the bottom half of that lunge in 3, 2, and 1. So we're just going to step it back. So it's lunge and then just tap part way up. So you don't fully stand tall. You don't fully extend that front leg. So we're keeping that glute under tension the entire time. Like I'm already starting to feel this. Down and lift. And it's okay if your lunge is higher up. You're still gonna not stand all the way up. We don't normally do this. Normally I make you stand all the way up. Today we're not going to. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, you can hold your lunge or you can just stand nice and tall. We're gonna go for a chop. 3, 2, 1. So lunge position, hip and then shoulder, hip and shoulder. If you do not want to rotate, I want you to just press out and in, okay? Now I'm holding my lunge position, but I'm staying tall. So this is a balance challenge here. Hips, knees, and toes stay pointing forwards. We don't want to let the hips rotate on this one. Yeah, we want to keep it right here. So steady lower body. We're rotating from our ribs up. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Bicep curls. Bicep curls. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I know 3 rounds of bicep curls with 15s is going to be a lot for me. So I am going to alternate. I'm going to do right, left here. You are 100% welcome to do both arms at the same time, especially if you're going lighter today. And you know that you can do 3 rounds of 40 seconds with the weights that you have. I am going to keep it a little bit lighter, or I should say fewer reps, because I'm going a little heavier. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. We are going to go for our lunge on the other side. And again, you're kind of trying to focus on the back and the down portion. So here we go. So we're going to lunge and then part way up. Lunge, part way up. So imagine you're picking up trash off the ground and then you're getting ready to stand and you're like, oh shoot, there's another piece, I missed it. Or there's lots of garbage. So down and lift. So it's just a little tap and then tap it in. We don't come all the way up. And yes, I have my hand. I am holding my butt today because I'm getting that brain-body connection. This is what I want to feel. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Going to go for a lunge with chops or just lunge position. It's that balance challenge that we're hoping for. So back heel is lifted right here. So hip and shoulder, hip and shoulder. And if you don't want to do dumbbells or if you don't want to do the chopping, adding in arm movements while you're holding this lunge position is going to challenge your core. You're just going to do it a different way than we are, especially if you don't want to do the rotation. But we're holding the lower body steady. You don't want to let the hips rotate. Good. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Bicep curls. Bicep curls. I'm going to change my hand position. Round 1 I did hammer. Round 2 I'm going to do palms facing forwards. Good. So right here. This is a good one to do. I like to change up the hand positions on this. You work your muscle a little bit of a different way. And when you change your hand position, you have little muscles that cross over your elbow. And changing your hand position kind of incorporates some of those little muscles a little bit more. Good. We've got 10 seconds. And then we're going to go back for those lunges and we're going to alternate. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you're going to do lunge, half, lunge together, and then switch. 3, 2, and 1. So you're gonna take it down, halfway, down, and then together. So down, half, down, and up. So I want you to think as far down as you can go, part way up, down, and lift. And again, it's okay if you're here, 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 and up. So your bottom and your half will be different than mine. That's normal. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, chops. We're gonna do center, side, center, and side. Here's 2 and 1. So we're gonna take it down, lift, down, and I'm pausing in the middle, brace. So think swing a little, pause, swing, pause. Same thing, no hip rotation, ribs rotate. So ribs to your head, swing, rotate, or again, here and here. Make it a little bit smaller. We're working on core. Just think, we're going quickly, we stop. Momentum, stop. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Bicep curls. I am going very light. This one is an optional one. I'm gonna do a reverse curl. 2 and 1, reverse curl. This one's hard. If your shoulder's kind of weird, a lot of times we start to kind of just bring it up like we're flicking something over our shoulder, or we pop our elbows out. Bring it up. Back of the hand is going to go towards the shoulder. If this does not work for you, do a different bicep curl exercise. It's okay. You can go back to palms forward, you can go back to hammer. This one is getting little muscles on the outside of our elbow. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. Shake it out, walk around. Grab a drink if you need it. We're gonna head down to the floor. If you don't wanna go to the floor, you don't have to. You're good to go. We are going to do fire hydrants. If you're standing, you can just do side leg lifts, okay? You're gonna do right, left, and then we're gonna alternate. And when you're doing your alternating, just make sure we're not weeble wobbling. Second exercise, chest press with leg lowers. If you're standing, banded chest press with a mummy kick, or you can do that dumbbell chest fly with a march, getting chest and core. Then we're gonna do pullovers and skull crushers. If you're standing, you're gonna do round 1, straight arm press backs. Round 2, kick back right. Round 3, kick back left. So if you're standing, it's a little different. But we're gonna take it down, fire hydrants, or yes, you can do clamshells. I won't say no if you wanna do clamshells. So 40 seconds, I'm gonna go onto my forearm and on my knees. You can be on hands. 40 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna be on my forearm on one side. My opposite leg is gonna do my fire hydrant. I'm still not lifting with my hip or my entire low back. I'm just lifting with my outer thigh. So nice, good lift. I'm gonna add in a kick. You do not have to. I'm just gonna give it a shot. So lift and kick. I'm getting that extra little bit. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your back, chest press with leg lowers. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna do, bring it up. Arms go down, one heel down, then come back up again. I'm gonna alternate. You can do bent knee, heel taps to the floor, or straight leg, heel taps to the floor. So low back pulled in, nice good press. 15 seconds. So lower and lift. This is all about spine stability. Good. 3, 2, and 1. If you were on the floor, 1 heavy dumbbell or 2 lighter dumbbells, arms up. You're going to do lower the dumbbell to the floor, bring it back up, bend the elbow, dumbbell to your forehead, and back up. So it's a pullover over your chest, Skullcrusher over the chest. If you are standing, you are going to be doing just straight arm press backs for this set. That way you're going to get similar movements to what we're doing with a pullover. So lower the dumbbell, lift the dumbbell, bend the elbow, straighten the elbows. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Flip it back over. We're going for our fire hydrant on the other side, or your clamshell. Good. Your time is on. So we're just doing side leg lift and bring it in. Side lift and in. Try not to let that knee come forwards, you know, or try not to let it rotate so the thigh goes to the ceiling, the front of the thigh. I want you to think the side of your leg is lifting. Now I'm going to add in my kick, side lift, little leg extension. So if you're doing the kick or you're doing the side raise, your knee is pointing forwards as your leg goes out to the side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto your backs. Chest press, leg lower. Chest press, leg lower. Good. Time is on. Now, if you struggle with this one, or maybe you're going a little heavier, so you want to have your feet on the floor, you can keep both feet flat. Focus on the chest press, or I am doing a leg lift instead of a leg lower. So I'm starting with both feet on the floor, and as I press the dumbbells up, I march, lifting one leg off the floor. So this is a slightly easier option that is still going to get you a stronger core. 7 seconds. Good. All right. If you are standing, you're going for triceps. If you're on the floor, we're going back for our pullover. Good. Time's on. So hold the end of the dumbbell, lower it towards the floor. Bring it back up. Bend the elbows and then straighten. Open at the shoulders. Bring it back up. Bend at the elbows. Take it overhead. Lower, lift, bend, and straighten. And especially if you're only using one dumbbell, be aware of where that dumbbell is. We don't want to bring the dumbbell and hit our forehead. I have done it before. It's not a good thing to do. Dumbbell down and lift. Here's 2 and 1. All right, fire hydrants. Last set, we are going to alternate. It's a little goofy. It's a little goofy. Good. Time is on, so take it out and in, out and in. Now, if you prefer, you can stay on your back. So especially if you don't want to be on hands and knees, stay on your back and you can just do scissors side to side. You're going to get a little bit more inner thigh. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But here, we're just going to focus on keeping the hips and the torso level. Lift the leg, bring it in. Lift and in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. We're going to go back for our chest press with our leg lower. Maybe you want to do a leg lift if that feels better. Good. Time is on. So take it up, legs up, lower, and lift. So our goal here is to strengthen our chest, but it's also to strengthen our core. So pull the belly in a little bit, try to keep it somewhat flat. It doesn't have to be flat. You know, if you got some fluffy, it's not going to be flat, but trying to keep it neutral. belly button pulled in just a little bit. It's tightening up, stabilizing that spine. 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in. If you are standing, you're going to do a second set of skull crushers, or second set of kickbacks, I should say. Those of us on the floor, time's on. We're going to lower the dumbbell towards the floor. Bring it back up. Bend the dumbbell and straighten. Good. Lower, down, lift, bend, and straighten. Good. Lower, lift, bend, straighten. Good. Down and up. So we're trying to get from the back of the shoulder all the way down to our elbow, that entire muscle. Here's 2 and 1. Carefully bring it in. Roll yourself over to the side. You can set your dumbbells down. Give yourself a little bit of a break. If you're standing, you can walk around. If you're on the floor, rest. I'm going to take a moment, carefully come up to standing. I'm going to put my dumbbells away. We're going to stretch. I'm going to stay down on the floor for stretching. This is another one. If you've got a wall, you've got a chair, you've got a little space nearby, that's all you need. We are going to do scorpions again. We've done a lot of upper body this week. So we're going to do our scorpion stretch, or a lot of you have probably done a doorway stretch. I just want you to stretch your chest. So right arm out to the side, palm facing down. Left hand is going to be at your chest. Left foot, we're going to bend. Right side of your body, we're going to stay as close to the floor as we can get. It's like you're trying to reach for something underneath the couch. I know we have all been there. So you're on the floor and you're stretching and you're trying to push yourself closer and get something out from under the couch. I was doing a clean using a Swiffer, and I could hear a cat toy under the couch. I could hear the bell, I could hear it rolling around, and it took me 2 cleans to finally get it. So I know we've all been there. Good, bring it in. We're gonna switch it over to the other side. Left hand out to the side, palm facing down. Right hand by your chest, bend the right leg. Roll into the left side of the body, keeping the left side of the body close to the floor. So it should be touching from our shoulder all the way to our fingertips. I'm able to rest my head on the floor. You know, and if you're really tight, just rest with your arm out to the side and just a little roll. You don't have to come all the way sideways or get that foot behind you. As long as you feel that stretch, you're good. 2 and 1. Bring it in. Coming into the center. We're just going to rest our chin on our hands. Every time we exhale, I want you to relax your hips into the floor. If you're standing, you're going to take the heels of your palms, place them on the shelf of your glutes and push down on your buns. That will push your hips forwards while still protecting that low back a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands by the chest. Take a deep breath. Brace your core. Lift yourself up and back. Child's pose. Reach it forward. So we're trying to stretch. So somebody's pulling your hips back and you're trying to pull your body forward. So we're stretching that line from your fingertips all the way down to your hips. Good. Keep the hips close to the heels. We're just going to walk the hands a couple of walks over to the right. We'll feel a stretch on the left side of our body. Good. Switch it over to the other side. So walk the hands over to the left. They don't have to go very far. Think about reaching the fingers out, but pull the hips back towards your heels. 2 and 1. Bring it into the center. Come up to hands and knees. Walk your hands back towards your knees, hips to heels. Kneeling position, then to a half kneeling position, 1 foot in front. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, little push forwards. Check your leg position. My leg on this side, my foot likes to kind of go to the opposite side and open my hip. I am trying to turn my hip in and have everything in a nice straight line. 2 and 1. Little challenge for you. Can you place your hands on the floor and can you go into your right side? And now we're kind of in a little 90-90 or a pigeon. If you can't do it the way I did it, do it the way you can do it. We want to try to get into that 90-90. If you can straighten the back leg a bit, give it a shot. If you're not able to, that's okay. So little outer hip stretch on the front leg, little bit more of a hip flexor back here. If you're standing, you can just kind of like hug your leg. Good. Now we're going to bring it in. We're going to come back onto hands and knees. And we're going to come back to our half kneeling position. We're going to tuck our tail, squeeze our glute, a little bit of a push forwards. And then same thing. This leg on me points forwards, it does what it's supposed to. So it's common to have one side that kind of likes to go where it should, and the other one you have to kind of give it a little help. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, good, and then just kind of come down, hands on the floor, and then we're going into that front leg and just kind of trying to lower the outside of that thigh to the floor. Again, you can just do 90-90. If you can take that back leg back a little bit more. This one I can get onto my thigh much better. Other side, not so much. So we're just kind of doing a variation of pigeon or modified pigeon. If you're standing, you can do this sitting in a chair. Just gentleman stretch, ankle over thigh. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in, coming back to our hands and knees. We're going to take our strong leg, bring it around to the front. Can you stand up without putting your hand on your thigh or on a chair? That is a test. All right, open and close. So nice big open, give yourself a good pat on the back. It's just a little swing. Good. 2 and 1. Now we're going to do a couple of arm circles. So up and back and then back around and switching sides. I want to see, can you tell, does it feel better this set than the first set? Hopefully it feels a little bit looser. Last one. Bring it in. We're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pocket. Good. Now we're going to flex our wrists, straighten your elbows. Shoulder blades are set, and we're just going to move the shoulders in the socket. Good. Change direction. The hard part is keeping the elbows straight and keeping the wrists flexed. Good. Take it out to the side. Reach the fingertips back, shoulders down. So our shoulder blades are set. And again, just little arm circles leading from your shoulders. Change direction. Good. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up. We're going to look to one side, look to the other. Bring it in the center, big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale. Good. Big breath in and out, and you are all done.